Welcome back. If you're trying to work on your laptop and have a cat, you know that cats love keyboards.
Stop it.
This cat, was this posed? I mean, this is so, home office pets, or coworkers, as some people call them, can be a welcome distraction.
Sure. How do you get any work done with that cat? But sometimes they can also be a real disruption, like when your dog decides to start barking or even howling while you're on a work call.
Very true. Or how about when your dog sneaks in for a kiss during your work video chat? Everybody loves that though, right? Well, maybe not, I don't know. All these pictures came to us from Bored Panda, where people are sharing photos of their coworkers during these days. And while it has become acceptable to see your coworkers' pets in the screen while video conferencing, they also can be a distraction, depending on the pet.
Right. So what are we to do? And we are all home all day with our pets who are also adjusting to our new normal. We want to ask veterinarian Dr. Mike Hutchinson about that and some other pet questions this morning as well. And Dr. Mike, we're starting with some breaking news that started to develop yesterday afternoon out of the Bronx Zoo about a tiger that tested positive for COVID-19. So Dr. Mike, is that something that we need to worry about from our own pets? Can they get it from us?
Well, that's a good question. Good morning. Yes. So they already tried infecting cats over in China. They infected them with high doses of viruses. And we found out that cats and ferrets are highly susceptible to this COVID-19, yet dogs have very low susceptibility, and pigs, ducks, and chickens have no susceptibility. So what does that mean? Well, we know that we can transmit the virus to them. We don't know yet if they can transmit it back to us, and that's what we have to watch for. But like any other disease, and even the tigers that got sick at the zoo, we don't know that COVID-19 is actually causing those clinical signs yet. There's more work that has to be done. There are very common upper respiratory infections that we call the schoolyard colds in cats and tigers and lions that can cause those same exact symptoms. So we have to use it, be cautious. Anytime there's a disease, I tell my clients, we try to prevent the spread to our animals like Salmonella, E. coli, and now COVID-19. So if we're sick, we have to protect our animals too.
So what would you recommend concerning cats in particular? If you have a house cat at this point, should you put, and you think someone in the house has symptoms, should you put the cat in the basement until things have passed? Or what, what's the smart thing to do, you think, right now?
That's a very good suggestion. So yes, let's isolate them. Let's put them in a room by themselves, or maybe even a cage. I hate to say that, but we're protecting them during this trying time because we don't know the real incidence. Because I mean, I haven't been tested for COVID-19. I have 3 cats, and we get typical flu symptoms. We worry about our animals. Yeah, we just want to protect them. But yes, that's probably best. Isolate them, or at least have somebody else in the household care for them if you can. If you're alone in the household and you have pets, then you just do your best. I even tell people putting a bandana on helps protect against those respiratory droplets, and it can be washed over and over and over.
All right, Dr. Mike, I have a question for you. You know my dog Kevin very well. He is triggered easily. If anybody walks by the house, he starts barking. So what do you do when you have a barking dog and you are trying to do a video or even just a phone conference with work?
That's a really good question. We take this, so that's one of those behavioral things. He's not doing anything wrong. He doesn't have a disease. He thinks he's protecting, and when that leaf goes by and he starts barking, that's very disruptive to you and to me if I'm trying to do work. So what we do is we try to recondition them if we can, and there's some good handouts I have on that. It's just a reconditioning and deconditioning exercise that you go through. It requires a lot of treats, maybe a clicker or something to distract them, and eventually you can break that habit. It takes some time, it won't be easy, but with patience and deconditioning tricks or reconditioning tricks, it works very well.
All right, doctor, I want to ask about cats and keyboards, because anybody who's had a cat knows if you're working on the computer, it's like the cat cannot stand that your full attention is not on that cat. They are just drawn to the keyboard like a magnet. What is going on?
They just want our attention. I think it's hysterical. I have 3 cats in the household do the exact same thing to me all the time. Usually they startle me because I'm involved in what I'm reading, and all of a sudden they're in front of me. And but for me, it's always the time to just take a break, share some love, and they're trying to give it to us too. So I always say take advantage of those little breaks. And now that we're home more often, most of us are home more often, make sure we're still exercising our pets, playing with them, and doing the things that help them mentally as well, because we're changing up their cycles too, because a lot of them will sleep when we're gone or at work during the day, and now we're there keeping them awake all day.
Well, on that subject too, let's talk about the stress of this situation, because I know a lot of us are feeling it. So can our pets pick up on that, and do they have any impact from it?
Absolutely. They pick up on our vibrations, and stress is one of the things that can cause many diseases. A lot of times people will come in and say, Dr. Mike, why did my cat get this urinary tract infection? And I try to look for stresses in the household. Well, us being home all day certainly could be one of those new stresses, because like I just mentioned, it disrupts their normal sleep patterns. So we're changing it. We have to be aware of that and just do our best. There's a lot of aids that we can use to try to decrease stress, and just our love and attention is one of them.
Great advice, as always. We also want to ask about adopting puppies, because a lot of people are adopting puppies right now because the whole family is home. There's time to try to house train them. I mean, is it a good idea in the middle of all of this? Does it make sense?
Well, you're asking the veterinarian. I say the more the merrier. And yes, the fostering animals, there's so many people right now. The shelters are very happy because a lot of the animals are emptying out, which is a good thing because we do have more time. And humans and animals, that bond has existed for a long, long time. And you know all the positive benefits of owning a pet. It just helps us exist in day to day. I think it's a great thing. My pets bring a lot of joy to my family and to me, and they really decrease our stress levels. So I think it's a great thing.
I want to know how you kept your cats from walking behind you there during this interview.
Drawn to the keyboard of your screen.
I shut the door and put them in their own room.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very
Secrets of an expert. All right. Thank you, Dr. Mike. As always, we love to see you and we appreciate your advice.
Well, the pleasure is mine. Great seeing you too. Stay safe.
Me
All right.
too.
You too.